Okay, it happened.
Hi friends, welcome to today's video. I'm Megan. I'm a current biomedical science major at a 2-year institution. I have a lot of friends within my personal life that always hear me talk about LinkedIn, and it can get annoying because it's mostly me like kind of pushing them to make LinkedIn, but it's also really encouraging, I would like to think, because I'm just telling them to make because they're so involved with so many different things, and I feel like those accomplishments and that type of involvement should be broadcasted and people should know about it. Many other reasons as well. All of my friends' initial reactions when I tell them that they should make a LinkedIn profile is always the same skeptical look, like I'm insane, or like my hair is on fire, or like the sky is falling and it just squished me or something. Because I'm telling them to be active on an app that's seemingly primarily used by professionals who are already in the field and trying to connect with others who are working in the field as well, or they're just meaning business, you know? Although that's very true, I like to give the comparison that LinkedIn is like Facebook, but for professional people and not your family and friends. I'm going to talk to you guys about 4 reasons why you should use LinkedIn as a college student. Reason number 1 is you'll always be able to keep track of who you've met throughout your academic career. I've had the opportunity to connect with professors, directors, and advisors that I've had the privilege of working with, really. I know that I'm a very forgetful person if it doesn't involve me writing stuff down or associating it with a movement or doing something that's really engaging and interactive to really solidify that thought and keep it into my brain. So I was really anxious that when I leave Seminole State, I'm not going to remember all the people that I've met, and that can get really messy because I know I have a connection to someone, it doesn't really click that I have that connection with someone, you know? With LinkedIn, it allows me to remember those people, and it's amazing as well because I'm comforted by the fact knowing that no matter how far I go in my college journey distance-wise, like if I manage to get out of the state of Florida at one point, it's really comforting to know that those same faculty members and staff and professors and advisors who basically raised me in a professional and academic way are able to continue to witness that growth in professional, academic, and personal ways without me having to be so close by. It's also really comforting to know that I can do the same for them, and I can see them continue to grow in their career as well as grow as a person, because those processes don't really stop no matter what age you are, job you've secured. But beyond mentors and professors and advisors, one thing that really stood out to me is that I'm able to connect with my friends who I've met through leadership retreats, or friends who I've coordinated events with, and even friends that I've had the pleasure of working with on executive boards. As a student in a 2-year institution, it's kind of like a constant revolving door. I have friends with different graduation dates because not everybody is required to graduate in spring. You can graduate in fall, you can graduate in spring, of course, and you can also graduate in the summer. I never really know when the last time will be with my friends, and especially with this pandemic that's happened recently and having the spring semester cut short, it really reinforced that idea to me that I never know when the last time will be the last time that I'm gonna see and be able to hang out with them on campus or do the activities that we both are equally passionate about on campus and work together as a team. LinkedIn was really able to help me follow my peers once they graduate and see the different accomplishments that they're able to achieve as well. It's really great because I'm able to see their continued growth personally and professionally. I have a few friends. I have one friend who ended up going to University of Florida, another friend who's going to Stetson, and then another friend who got into an Ivy League up north. And all three of these friends that I have that I just listed, I still keep in touch with today, even though I'm not texting them on a daily basis. I'm not sending them Snapchat streaks or anything like that, but I am seeing their accomplishments on LinkedIn, and it does compel me to leave a comment saying congratulations on your new role, so that way my other networking connections can see that this person is doing some amazing stuff and can provide kudos to them as well if they see fit, or see a potential person that they could hire in their field in the future. But I also am able to privately message them and let them know, like have an intimate conversation with them again, and just be like, I remember when you were just the club and organizations chair for the Student Government Association at our college, and now you're basically the president of your SGA on campus. And it's really humbling to have known my peers from when they were in these two-year institutions and see them go beyond them and basically have so much accomplishments under their belt still. It's really humbling because I'm remembering where they came from and I'm able to see how far they went. And it's really inspiring for myself as well. Reason number 2, and this is probably my favorite reason of all time, college admissions, people. Really good one that I feel like people my age don't really consider. You can follow potential colleges and see what their passions are and what their values are and how they're handling issues that you're passionate about, and see if you share the same passions and values as each other. Essentially, you can really put into perspective if this college is a good fit for me, if this college is worth my time, like even applying for. As a personal anecdote, I was able to see different colleges of my interest that were able to announce that they're planning on going all solar by the year of 2050. That was really eye-catching to me because I'm really pro-earth. I want to help the earth like as much as I can in as many ways as I can. I have a lot of reusable shopping bags, reusable cups with straws. I have my own silverware that I like to bring in a purse with me, and I have a handkerchief that I like to use to avoid using all the different paper napkins. So I know that when I'm looking for a college to transfer into, one of the big things that I'm gonna wanna look for is, are they passionate about waste production that they do? Are they passionate about public transportation? Are they passionate about anything that's similar to my passions? In addition to solar powered future of one of the colleges of my interest, I was also able to see that a college of my interest has a farm where they grow fresh vegetables. And LinkedIn is also good at seeing which colleges are worth your while and which colleges would be a good fit for you personally, because you're able to see what values and passions are truly emphasized firsthand. And additionally, you're able to see where current and past students have gone because of this institution as well. That being said though, you just have to remember it's literally a balancing act. If you're able to see if a college is a good fit for you, colleges can obviously look at your LinkedIn profile as well and see if you're a good fit for them. They'll probably be looking at the same things. I mean, I'm not a college admissions counselor, but they probably will be looking at what your values are. They probably will be looking at your accomplishments, analyze if your passions align with their passions, just to see if you'd be a good fit for them as well. It's basically a mutual relationship with the college admissions process. You need to research these colleges and institutions to see if they're a good fit for you, but just remember that they're gonna research you as well and see if you're a good fit for them. My third reason is that you can connect with current students at prospective schools and ask them questions that students will be able to answer for you. My favorite story to tell is I got connected with 2 current students at 2 amazing schools that I was really considering. I Remember, one student was an alumni from Seminole State that was now at a college in New York City. And I was able to ask him about class sizes. I was able to ask him about how the transition was like coming from a 2-year institution and going to a 4-year institution in a different state. And that's pretty like top tiered school as well. And I was also able to ask about the different teaching styles that they had and the application process, any tips that they'd recommend for me to do and focus on, or any tips that they recommend me do to show that I'm interested in that college to the admissions counselors. And he answered all of my questions. He was so understanding. They were well thought out answers too, and he obviously took time to answer them, and for that I'm really grateful for. Another one is something that's happened recently. So I was able to get in touch with someone who's at my top choice school, and I just searched on LinkedIn and I typed in the school's name, and then I typed in biochemistry major. After that, I saw her name on there, and I also noticed that she had some clinical hours under her belt that she listed. I basically asked to connect with her, and when I requested, I also included a message telling her like a little backstory about me, like my name, what school I go to, and how I'm really interested in transferring at her current institution. And I had a few questions for her that I'd really like to get a student's perspective on. She was nice enough to agree to answer those questions for me, and I basically just asked about class sizes. I asked about resources offered for students. I asked about the teaching styles as well. I, of course, asked about how her experience was when she was able to shadow doctors due to a connection that the college had. It was really amazing, because not only did that student really solidify my choice and made me feel more comforted by the fact that I know where I want to go next year, but she also eventually connected me to someone who was in the same major that I wanted to pursue, but also was in the same minor that I wanted to pursue. I was able to ask that person a few additional questions that I'd have that she wouldn't be able to answer. I was able to ask questions about how well the major and the minor like correlated with each other and how difficult it was. Not even about how difficult it was, because biochemistry is very difficult. I can only imagine, because not even just how difficult it was, because any science major is going to be having difficulties, but I asked her what resources did she have on campus. I asked her about if professors were easily accessible after lecture time. That even solidified me and made me even more sure to pursue that major and that minor at that college. It felt really good. My third reason can also be used to get in touch with students that have competed for and received scholarship funds from really competitive scholarships. You can connect with past winners from prestigious scholarships and ask them questions as well. Obviously, these people have to accept you first, and I'm not saying that it's guaranteed that they will accept you and that they will respond to you, but it's definitely worth a try, especially so you can at least say that you tried going the extra mile and doing your research. When you connect with them, you can even ask what the process was like for them, what was the most complex part of it for them, what do they wish that they did differently, what's advice that they would give to students who are currently going through that process. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and I genuinely hope that this video was informative and helpful and really made you want to use LinkedIn as a college student and really convinced you and inspired you. And you can obviously connect with me. I have all of those types of links in my about section on my channel page. And please, 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 as always, remember to spread joy and kindness, and see you next time.